Of the three, San Domingo planters, British bourgeoisie and French bourgeoisie, the first and most important were the planters of San Domingo. On such a soil as San Domingo slavery, only a vicious society could flourish. Nor were the incidental circumstances such as to mitigate the demoralization inherent in such a method of production. San Domingo is an island of mountain ranges rising in places to 6,000 feet above sea level. From these flow innumerable streams, coalescing into rivers which water the valleys and not inconsiderable plains lying between the hills. Its distance from the equator gives an unusual lusciousness and variety to the natural exuberance of the tropics, and the artificial vegetation was not inferior to the natural. Field upon field, the light green sugarcane, low and continually rippled in the breeze, enclosed the factory and the dwelling houses like a sea. A few feet above the cane stalks waved the 5-foot leaves of the banana trees. Near the dwelling houses, the branches of the palm, crowning a perfectly rounded and leafless column of 60 or 70 feet, gave forth, like huge feathers, a continuous soothing murmur. While groups of them in the distance, always visible in the unclouded tropical air, looked like clusters of giant umbrellas waiting for the parched and sun-baked traveler. In the season, mango and orange trees, solitary or in groves, were a mass of green leaves and red or golden fruit. Thousands of small, scrupulously tidy coffee trees rose on the slopes of the hills, and the abrupt and precipitous mountainsides were covered to the summits with the luxuriant tropical undergrowth and precious hardwood forests of San Domingo. The traveler from Europe was enchanted at his first glimpse of this paradise, in which the ordered beauty of agriculture and the prodigality of nature competed equally for his surprise and admiration. But it was monotonous. Year in, year out, day after day, it was the same, a little greener in the wet season, a little browner in the dry. The wilder scenery was constantly magnificent, but in the colonist who had seen the same domestic landscape from his earliest hour, it awakened little response. To the immigrant who was at first charmed and exhilarated, monotony bred indifference, which could develop into active dislike and longing for the seasons returning with the year.